How's everybody doing tonight?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
This is the Scoops. We got Brian Alvey here, otherwise known as Alvey.
Yes.
We just dropped the
Widely known as Alvey. Do your parents call you Alvey?
No, they do not.
Does your girlfriend call you Alvey?
No, she does not.
Does everyone else call you Alvey?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good.
Employers doesn't matter.
I was going to say, I was hoping one of them would.
Random people on the street just see him go, "You're probably an Alvey."
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like an Alvey.
Also, we have sad news to announce. We have dropped the What's Up Fuckers.
Yeah, we while we did love it.
Yes, we do love it, for real.
It may be a little inappropriate. I'm going to try and watch my mouth a little bit. I think it's funny to a degree,
definitely funny.
But at the same time, I do like to be serious, and I don't like to slander what we're doing.
And at the beginning, it probably shouldn't be the first thing you hear.
Yeah, right off the bat, but that's okay.
It doesn't matter. But
We're going for an adult look.
Alvey, go ahead and let's talk about what you do. What do you do for a living, buddy?
I am a plumber. I work for Marvin Mazer. And
Okay, go ahead.
kind of a helper there.
Where's that at?
Here in Louisville. It's off Electron Drive.
Okay.
Are you considered a laborer?
No.
So if you applied to be a laborer, would that help?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
my technical term is an apprentice.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so-
different. Okay,
'cause, like,
gotcha.
I have to do a full 2-year apprenticeship
Okay,
to
gotcha.
get the
Gotcha.
license.
Okay.
But yeah, I do that, and I do stand-up comedy at the Comedy Caravan.
Are you a certified blank after the 2 years?
You're a journeyman plumber.
Okay, after 2 years.
After 2 years, and you have to do 2 years consistent, and then you go take a test that's pretty hard.
Okay.
And the only thing you need a license for is to install a water heater or more than 10 feet of pipe.
Gotcha.
Do you take classes or anything like that, or is it just like work?
You can take classes, and they say it'll make you a better plumber, but honestly, I learned better more on the job, physically doing it, than I would sitting there listening to it.
Yeah, so there's a little more added stress when you're just there and they're like, okay, we gotta do it.
Yeah.
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 You kind of figure it out pretty quick, and like plumbing's dope because you can use your mind, and you learn the one thing, but that one thing is different at every job you show up to. Every toilet's different, every valve is different. It's just pretty complex.
Different toilets.
Yeah, you go to a fat dude's house, dude. It's gonna be pretty rough.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Or somebody that is just into spicy food.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I've seen some shit.
Yeah,
Some
literally.
shit.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. That's awful.
Man, you ain't saying shit like Alvey has.
No, but that's a good place to be. I was telling him about or not him, somebody at work today about it.
Right.
Like getting into like a trade right now is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. 100%.
Like the amount of people that want to do it's going like this, and the amount of people that need to do it's still going because we're still getting more toilets.
See, like the thing is, I see it is, they're paying great money for you to start out. You don't have to know anything. You can go in and start working. You've got guaranteed work in plumbing every day, and in most cases, there's people out here getting hundreds of $1,000s in debt in college, and
yeah, college really
I'm
is
doing
for
this
everybody.
for free.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I'm getting paid to do plumbing right now.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for somebody to teach me.
Yeah.
People gotta know there's jobs out there too that don't require a degree. You don't have to spend your fucking whole life
Dude, for real.
That's what I'm
earnings.
doing. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, so
100%.
but do we want to go ahead and jump right into Mr. R. Schmelly? R. Kelly?
R. Schmelly.
All right, so I don't know what necessarily happened this week other than he got arrested again.
That was on wasn't that on child
Like 10 counts of
Well,
child.
no, hold on. I thought this one was for something slightly different. I thought this was for God
His last
damn it,
one?
what do you call
He
it?
didn't pay child support.
That's what child
Yeah.
support.
Okay.
He is
God damn it, why couldn't I think
Yeah,
of
it's
that?
like 160,000.
Yeah, it's 166,000. I'm pretty sure. He's had
Watch
51.
it. There I go.
51 counts of child pornography. He dude,
Oh.
there's a whole 6-hour
Whoa,
special on Lifetime.
51?
Yeah.
So whoa.
Whoa.
I didn't know. So okay.
The number above 50 and below 50.
Well, no. No, but honestly. So where's the got him? Why haven't we How does he get?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually for the viewers too. I'll go ahead and pull up a. I got a timeline here. Move my mic too. It's a little off. Hang on. Okay, but wouldn't hit this shit. All right, so basically, I'm gonna go to the very top. Well, basically, at the beginning, he like married Aaliyah, who's like that. Who is that? She's like a pop singer, I guess. What you would say, R&B, rap, I guess, hip hop, something like that.
Okay.
And she came out with a album that was called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number,"
Ooh.
and it was produced by R. Kelly.
Oh.
And R. Kelly and her get married for like 3 months illegally. Like they go to Chicago and he puts down that she's 18 on the birth certificate, or not the birth certificate, on the marriage certificate.
Mm-hmm.
So like he falses her age for 3 years older to be legal.
Bomb.
So dude, he doesn't go to prison for any of this either. Like he gets out of it like they said something where like she was a young girl. He was like 27, I think, at the time, or maybe even older than that. But then he had like so many more where a bunch of women would come out and say that he was like just a big abuser.
That's what money will do for you.
Yes,
For real.
Ad decided to play, so let me turn that down all the way up. On 86 volume.
Just turn it up.
Yeah, he would like. They said that he would have like 6 girlfriends at a time. He would choose when they slept, ate, like had.
Yeah,
like,
dude. I heard about that. That's crazy.
How many at a time?
Okay, let me go down some of this and read some of it to you.
Does that need a charge, brother?
It's plugged in.
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah. Goober.
Goober. You're a goober.
All right, so he arrives in 1994. Kelly marries Aaliyah. The investigation begins. Publishes an article that reveals that Kelly was sued in '96 by Tiffany Hawkins, an aspiring singer, engaged in inappropriate sexual conduct with her in '91 when she was 15. He was 24.
That's pretty
and then
rough.
he has more allegations.
She was 24?
No, he was 24.
she was 15.
Okay. Hey, watch
Yeah,
it.
this one.
No, I thought he was like gonna do it the whole way, like too young and too old.
Right. Well,
Double
this is
trouble.
2001 2002. Claims that Kelly often tried to control every aspect of my life. Patrice Jones claims that Kelly coerced her into having an abortion, while Montina Woods claims Kelly taped her during sex without her consent. Kelly reached settlements with all 3 women. The cases never go to trial. Kelly admits to no wrongdoing. Okay. Now in 2002, again, he comes up with child pornography charges. Okay, 21 counts. Pleads not guilty post bail. He says it's not him in the video. They get many more videos. Like he gets to the top charts. A series of improbable events caused the trail to drag. This right here. This trial. There's a trial in 2003. Let me find this right. This is crazy. Arrested in Miami. While shooting a music video, Kelly is arrested and charged with 12 additional counts of child pornography after lewd photographs were found in his home. Listen to this. But 2 months later, a Florida judge says the photographs were illegally seized and those charges were dropped. What?
Yeah, like that's what's crazy about the laws here is like if the police officers do one
He
thing
just lucked
wrong
out
with
at the
that
end, and I
evidence-
feel like they can't go after him because of that.
Yeah.
Your Miranda rights are it's kind of like that a little bit, isn't it? Where they don't give you those. And
Well, but it could have been something of that nature.
it's
like-
it's like that. They could have mishandled the evidence without a glove or putting it in a bag wrong or something like that, and it's automatically unusable.
Right. Well, they keep investigating this, and the trial takes 5 years because they had to postpone it due to like this judge getting pregnant, and then like prosecutor gives birth, and then delays, like all this. Some people just
He said,
injuries.
what?
Oh, the judge fell off a ladder, and they had to wait until she got done with her injuries.
Like,
Was
how
she
does that
pregnant?
happen?
What?
Did the
Oh, it's a
baby
guy.
live?
What now?
This guy got
What?
pregnant?
No, the judge is the guy that fell off the ladder, and then the prosecutor. lead
Oh,
prosecutor,
okay.
Yeah. Also,
Gotcha.
R. Kelly had appendicitis or whatever. Or his appendix burst. So he had to have surgery so that he got out of that way. Dude,
That's
so
what they all
much-
He
say.
said, "Oh no," and
But
stabbed himself.
For
He
real.
was found not guilty. And there's like also there's videos found of like there's tons of videos that show him with like girls just coming in. He just and they've seen him like it's so crazy they just get away with that kind of stuff. And now
Dude.
he's also they think he's a part of like some like child
Like rape
child
rings?
sex ring or something
Yeah.
like that. Like
He called it a rape ring.
yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Also, have you seen
I
the
mean,
interviews?
No.
He does an interview.
Okay, I saw the one where he was yelling and
Dude,
crying
yeah,
and
where he
shit.
like freaked
Okay.
out.
Yeah, and see, like,
Yeah, dude, he's like, y'all kill me with this shit. No,
I'm
but
just trying to see
seriously,
my kids, man.
if he's lying about that, I mean, I'm not saying he isn't. Don't get me wrong. He could. I'm not saying he. No, I'm not saying he isn't.
I
I'm
wonder
sure
if he's saying they're blowing it out of proportion.
Well, he could be.
Some
That's
like
basically
I'm
what
not saying he's saying like not, but like more so like maybe something little happened and they're like, and he could be this crazy, but the claim is that he held people captive.
Yeah.
Underage girls too.
Yeah.
And he marries a 15-year-old. Hangs around with 13-year-olds. Like, even if he's hanging around them, that's still weird.
That's
Dude,
fucking weird.
You know what's crazy though is that I was also reading that.
You know what I want to do with a 13-year-old girl? Take her back to her fucking mom's house.
Yeah.
You go home.
For real.
You say, yeah, no. Even if you're my family, I'd be like, yeah. Who's your closest relative? Okay, where do they live?
But like, what was crazy to me is that his wives and ex-girlfriends came up and were like, he's a good guy. None of this ever happened, and all of this, it just seems suspicious that they're
that's
clearly
what I'm saying.
paid or something.
And that's like the whole thing. Like, it'd be different if it was like with somebody just underage, but you're talking about somebody really young. Like, that's like a demented thing, and then you're talking about multiple claims.
Right.
What? What's wrong with you? The whole point, not you, Joseph. Huh?
Come on, man, quit making fun of me.
I'm just saying, like, at this point, you can't even make yourself look good if you want to. It's like the whole.
Yeah, I mean, like, he has so much stuff against him where it's like, and also they said like the 50 girls that came out and said something, none of them know each other.
What that makes it a little different.
Yeah,
that fucks it all up.
Yeah.
So, because how could they all conspire about that? Unless, he said some point of it in the interview where he was like, when you have someone like me who's this famous and then social media is around, it's pretty easy for someone to see something about me and then they can see it on social media and then just say that they, which I don't think 50 people would go in on that. That's pretty crazy. I mean, there's just tons of stuff that's like, there's just no way.
Or it could be a giant money grab, and then just all the things line up at once.
And like, there's probably about like a 0.7% of me that wants to be like, damn, R. Kelly, what are you saying?
Yeah.
But like,
let's hear you, but like, what you gotta say?
The rest of me is seriously, because like I lose it when you get to that many claims.
Yeah.
When you're that high in claims, and then these girls not knowing each other, then it's not even like, oh no, I didn't know she was under. These girls are 13. Like, there's
no way you did.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you were making like a clear shot. You knew what you wanted.
100%.
Right.
And you can tell in the mentality and the way they,
because there's been other like celebrities that have been like, like caught with like 17-year-old girls and shit.
Right.
And then like, but the girl like it ends up in these like clubs. It's not like you're not supposed to be under 21 or whatever, and like they end up in that shit. That's fucking sucks.
That's like entrapment for real.
That sucks.
Right.
But if it's like a situation where you have to be 21 and the girl's 17, I feel like you would probably know the difference between a 17 and 21-year-old.
Well, sometimes
I would think
know. It's kind of tough sometimes.
For the most part, yeah.
Sometimes it seriously is, because some 21-year-olds look 17. Like the reverse way. Like,
yeah.
Seriously, like it's kind of weird.
Fuck. It's weird.
I think I've heard like, I don't know who was talking about it, but it was like, it's weird whenever you talk about like the 18's a cutoff, and it's like, well, some people it's like 17. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, then 16 is just 1 year younger than 17.
Yeah.
I feel like 17 is the cutoff if you're 18.
It's definitely for sure. Yeah.
It's weird past that. But then you look at the fact of like when a 4-year-old guy is dating somebody that's 30.
Yeah.
It's a big difference, but it's not really seen as a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's because you're in that such short amount of time, and like there's such a big change between the look and
you're in between like child and adulthood. Like
instead of being both adults.
What kind of sucks about the R. Kelly thing too is it's kind of like the Trump thing. There's just so many things in people that's like, dude, how can you just ignore that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like there's just so many things that you can't just say all of them are false. But also in the age we live in where people are lying about whatever, like Jussie Smollett just saying he got beat up by 2 people.
It's fucking crazy.
Like, I mean, seriously, what do you have to be in the head?
I like, when I heard that, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, I was fucking dumbfounded.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Fuck that dude. Seriously, like those are the people that will like fuck up the view of the world. Like, seriously, dude, like seriously.
And the people
and it has to go on more than just him too. That can't be the only person.
And the people that just sit there and watch and listen and take in everything as if it's true.
Also, I don't get how you could like. How can you live knowing that you're doing that?
See, like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what if you would have got away?
Yeah. Like,
got all these people in trouble and, like, put on this, like, different view about, like, because you know how many people just, like, react off, like, pure just emotion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they don't even think before they speak.
Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah, that's hilarious, the irony. But seriously, it is like that. People don't like to have silence. Like, if you ever watch someone give a speech,
right?
That's where comes from. because you don't know where to go when you can't think of something.
I think just
I do a lot though. I'm not
yeah.
saying I don't. Yeah, I do a lot because I don't like to have a bunch of silence either. It's kind of weird when they're like, not like silence isn't like if you're sitting there watching TV, but like.
See, I feel like that's why you feel like I think I'm talking to you.
Because there's that background noise. It's like when you don't have the background noise or anything, it's just makes the whole situation really awkward, and everybody's just there. It's just, something has to be said, heard, just to make it not as awkward.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I know what you're saying, yeah.
No, that probably is really awkward.
No, like, especially like I'm more so mean like something like this for sure would be something like that where you're like, damn, we're gonna sit here saying nothing.
Yeah.
Or like say like you're.
It just
like,
leaves more room for thought too. So like you really fly off the fucking
super real,
fly off the subject.
Yeah, and say like you're on stage somewhere and someone asks you a question from an audience, and then you're sitting there thinking about it real quiet. Think of like what you like. I've seen that happen before. I'm like, dude, this is intense because this person's just thinking. You're like, what are they thinking about?
The one thing like, it's like when you're on stage and you lose the next joke and it's just quiet. You say like those 3 ums in a row, and everybody's just looking at you, and the lights are on you. Like talk about like it's rough.
That's something gone back. It's scary up there.
It is terrifying. Like
for real.
Anybody that goes up there, like, dude, 100% the most respect I've got.
It takes guts, seriously, to go.
Got coconuts, huh?
Yes.
Because like
seriously.
it's you're the guy going up there and being like, look, dude, I'm the funny guy in this room. Everybody, shut the fuck up and listen to me. That's all it is.
On me. Like
that's it. And if you talk, like, you get kicked the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
It's just there's a lot of pressure, and plus like you have these comedians. Like first time I went up, there was a dude that had like 3 Netflix specials, and then there's me. This is my first time ever going up, and like just the amount of pressure of like you got all your friends and family there, and if you fail, like you're a fuck, and everybody thinks different of you, and you want everybody to be like.
Was it one of those nights where they have like a random like person come up for like 15 minutes? Kind of just really, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it kills me.
Yeah, that shit is pressure filled for real. And
especially like because they'll put new people up front, and so like if you're up front, the crowd's not even warmed up. Like you're thrown right in the fire.
You got to get them warm, brother.
Yeah, man. Gotta put the fire under your ass.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the warm and cold thing? What's that one guy's name? Okay, big dude, kind of redneckish.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah. No. No, at that, like, I'm talking about at the Comedy Caravan.
Oh, hang
on.
Danny Hucks.
Danny Hucks.
Dude,
Danny Hucks.
Shout out Danny Hucks.
Shout out Danny Hucks, dude. He's hilarious.
Cracks me because he's like, it's just so awkward.
He plays this character
funny.
incredibly. Yeah.
Yes.
Like he. What's the one thing he said? He talked about like when he tried hitting on a girl and she ran, but pretty much he just like got up there and he like snuffed in the mic. He's like, she ran. It was just so weird.
He has that good character, yeah.
Yeah. And like I feel like that's part of it because then when he gets off the stage, he's talking. He's like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like,
yeah, and he's a super cool guy.
He's a super Cooper, brother.
One step below a super trooper.
Oh,
and
Danny
Hucks,
a
super pooper.
When's the next time you go up, Alvey? Do you
know? This Wednesday.
Do you really?
Yes.
Hey, promotion for Alvey. He goes this the Comedy Caravan.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a caravan. It's made of comedy.
Yeah.
It's here on Wednesday.
There are no walls or anything. It's just in the middle of the street.
Yes.
Yes. In the middle of a parking lot. Nothing but crackheads come and watch.
Yes.
What if we made the Comedy Caravan and the entrance was like literally just a van, but it was like a door that just like actually climbed down into the fucking place?
So
that would be hilarious. Like a basement only. Like
a basement only, and there's literally a van sitting in this big ass parking lot, and you're like,
what?
Yeah. You're like, welcome to the Comedy Caravan. You're like, and you ask him for like $20, and like. And then you're like, yeah, this way, and you open it, and it's just like a basement. And you go down there, and it is lit. It's fine once you get in there, but
but no one comes and they're like, bullshit.
Yeah,
just some weirdo in a van. It's like one of those like rapist vans.
No, that's kind of like a good idea. No, I'm just playing. That's a very strange idea.
But
he's a Benny Wade.
It's a very funny idea.
Yeah, dude, the utmost respect for those guys, especially like. The people that go up there and, hate to say it, but like bomb, and they just they kind of their jokes aren't really connecting with the crowd, and everybody's just sitting there quiet. Like it sucks to me because I know it's gonna happen to me. It's gonna happen, and like I see them just like they're breaking down up there. Like it's like they're taking a beating, and I know it's gonna happen.
It's like they're getting
to
their
me.
ass beat.
You
For real.
can't let it just fuck you up like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just let it go.
Yeah.
Ride it out and just try to recover.
But it's something like I'm kind of scared of, like just to be that guy in the room that's like.
There's a
like,
certain amount of confidence
it's not
associated
funny.
with it.
Yeah.
Well, also, after you do that, you realize that people don't really remember it after you've done it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're
'cause
just-
no one cares about anything really at the end but themselves.
If you really enjoyed it, you don't remember it. Like when I went to, well, that's kind of hard to say. Like, because I remember when I saw Rogan, I remember parts of that, like little parts.
Yeah.
But dude, for the most part, I was so busy laughing at what had happened when he was telling another funny joke. Like it was just crazy, bro.
Dude, he was seriously good and it was hilarious.
Yes, I
But
enjoyed
that's-
I'll
myself.
go do something like that again.
Then I got puked in the pew when we were leaving.
Oh my god.
Puked in the pew.
Yeah,
Did
puked
you
in the
really?
pew. Yes,
You were
you didn't
there.
watch that,
I probably did, but I don't remember.
dude. We were walking out. So like, it's at the Ryman, which used to be a church. I'm pretty sure. So like, the bottom seats are church pews, and it's fine. So we're leaving. Everybody's kind of circling around the whole place. Nobody's wanting to be in where the chairs are at or in where the pews are at. Dude just leans over and like straight up like looks like baby puke and just throws up like 4 times. And he's just like
man.
shaking his head. So he was trashed. Yeah, I was like, dude, the show ended. Like we were walking out.
That's
You couldn't have got to the street. You puked on like a cushion, like a pew cushion. You dick.
yeah.
Let me
for
go ahead and
real.
ask 2 things. One, why do people go to concerts and events you pay for and get hammered to where you don't remember it?
That's only if it's a concert I hate. Like if my mom was like, hey, you want to go see Katy Perry? I'd get hammered.
Oh, it sounds pretty lit.
What? I'd go get, like, seriously, it just depends. Like, now, if it's a good concert I'm going to enjoy, I like getting a little buzz on, just barely. Yeah, because I like listening to some good music.
Yeah,
Live
that's-
music is great.
Dude, for real.
I used to hate live music, and now it's like, I prefer.
I haven't been to a concert in a good while. It's been about
I mean, it's been like a year for me, but
Yeah. Been a little bit longer than that for me.
maybe in 3+ years for me.
I
haven't been to
saw-
one since.
I saw Old Crow Medicine Show. I liked it a lot. They did Bob Dylan. I
Okay.
loved it.
I've never heard of Old Crow Medicine Show.
I think
They're kind of like a bluegrass. They're not huge or anything,
the last like actual live
I don't think.
concert I went to was the Motley Crue final tour.
Motley Crue.
When?
And dude, it was I think I was
That's
like
been a while.
16. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was a couple years ago.
He said, that was a couple years ago. No, I feel like that's been a while. Motley
Yeah.
Crue.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Motley Crue?
Yeah.
Only from Guitar Hero 2.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
How do you
That's
live
okay.
your life?
That's okay.
I live a very happy life. And in style.
And in style.
That's hot.
Random change of subject. Alvey, did you see this? Did you see where Trump signed some Bibles this week? Some Bibles?
Yeah.
Some Bibles?
Bibles.
What's that
Ye-
one by the
Yeah, but like it's kind of like one of them things you don't know really what to think about because
I know exactly what to think about it. I don't sign the
Okay.
Bible.
yeah,
Let me
I mean
tell
I
you
wouldn't sign a
something.
Bible, but like you're in a church and all these people are bringing Bibles up to you, and if you don't sign them, everybody's gonna be pissed at you. And
No, you say, I do not want to deface this Bible.
I mean,
give me
yeah.
your face. And you sign their face.
Especially-
Alright, so
mean-
I read up a little bit on it.
No, I know what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
if like 100 people walk up on and you just hands up with a book.
And you're like, sure. Like if it's a Bible, yeah. And well, also I read this. There was an article on. It's on.
But I
Breaking
wouldn't have
news.
done it still.
Well, they were
Like-
saying that presidents do that a lot.
Really?
Like yeah, they sign Bibles all the time. All
Why?
That's like our traditional
I'm
thing.
not saying it's right,
I
but
feel
I'm
like that's
just saying, like,
strange.
I mean,
it is. And
I feel
and-
like in a rare circumstance, should you be? I feel like you couldn't just sign 100 Bibles just to give out.
does presidents have a long history of signing Bibles? Though earlier presidents typically signed them as gifts to send them a spiritual message.
That's what
President
I'm saying.
Ronald Reagan, yeah, it's different. President Ronald Reagan signed a Bible that was sent secretly to Iranian officials in 1986. President Franklin Roosevelt signed the family Bible his attorney general used to take the oath of office in 1939. Okay, that makes sense. The Bible they used to swear him in, he signed it. That makes sense.
yeah.
They just make a little more sense, except for Reagan. But, Reagan can be the exception.
Except for
But
Reagan.
I still, even if other presidents did it, I still wouldn't say that it's okay. I still wouldn't sign a Bible.
I'm saying I don't give a shit what they did.
Right.
Yeah.
But and Trump makes it a little bit worse. Did you just hit your hand or something like that?
No. Yes.
Just a little bit. I mean, what do you think of good old Trump now? Did you ever like him?
Just really never pay attention to it.
See, that's my thing. I am so out of the loop for the most part.
For real.
Something really has to happen for me to hear about it.
Yeah. And it's
Gotta
got to
be
be
pretty
something
crazy.
like, pretty intense, and it's all over the place. Because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to look into this shit. That's
Not
just
for the most part.
It's boring to me, dude.
I'm gonna get into a conversation that is a very, very out there topic. I'm not saying I believe this, okay? But let's just imagine, okay? So, how is there any proof that anybody you've seen on TV is real? Let's talk about that. Does that make sense? So, like, if you've never seen Trump, but you've seen him on
I've
TV,
seen a video of my grandma on TV, and I've seen my grandma.
that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But I'm saying
I really have. I'm not joking.
You're telling me you've seen your grandma
On TV.
in real life?
Well, somebody shows me a video and says this was in Colombia. Was that really in Colombia? Did I really see a video?
I mean,
yeah, I know what you mean.
I get what you're saying
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah, no, what you said originally was kind of
yeah,
weird.
what you said
The Trump
originally
thing
was
definitely, yeah, for
crazy.
He said, yeah, that didn't, yeah.
Have you ever seen The Truman Show?
The Truman Show.
Have you seen that before?
Yes, absolutely.
That movie's pretty crazy. You ever seen it?
We had to watch it, I think.
Yeah,
I had to watch it in like 8th grade or 7th grade or some shit.
It's kind of like that, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
That's where he sees he's like, if anybody doesn't know what The Truman Show is, it's a movie with Jim Carrey, and he is basically the main character of his show his entire life and doesn't know he's on his show.
It's crazy.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's awful. You feel terrible.
And he
Yeah.
eventually finds out. You can watch the movie yourself. You're like, I'm pretty sure like one person
Pretty
that was
intense.
his dad died, and all of a sudden the same guy was his dad was like a random person in the street, and he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That would trip me
Yeah,
out,
dude.
dude. Oh my gosh.
That would be.
Wait, what happened?
So,
Say
like,
again?
his dad died, supposedly. And then his dad was also an actor as another person in the show. So, like, he was walking down the street and just saw his dad. Yeah, so he was like, what the fuck? Could you imagine that? Yeah,
Oh.
it's pretty crazy.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's nuts.
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
No.
No. I don't like
That's
that.
mentally fucked.
Poor Jim Carrey. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, another movie I want to talk about. If you haven't seen The Theory of Everything, it's a really good movie. About Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
I didn't know, this may sound really stupid, but I did not know he could walk at some point. I really did not.
I
It
think
sounds stupid, but I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, my entire life growing up, I was like, man, he's been like that his whole life. But
Yeah.
seriously, it's not. Like, it's like,
be rough.
I didn't know he had basically Lou Gehrig's.
I thought it was funny how like witty he was with his responses with the little robot.
Dude,
Right.
yes, dude, he was seriously hilarious. And even in the movie that he was really funny. Like,
Yeah.
he shouldn't give a shit. Basically, and also, he could reproduce while, like he could basically have sex while his whole life. Yeah, he had kids, like, later on. Like, yeah, he had, like, 4 kids.
Did he hump or did they just like?
In that chair, dog.
in the
you
movie,
good?
in the movie, they make a joke, and they're like, he says, totally different thing. It works on its own. Like, he was like, totally
I was
not.
gonna say I feel like they might have just kind of.
There's
probably
no
could- she
way.
probably
My
could do it
man's nope. There's no way. My man's getting that action in that chair.
Okay.
Forward, reverse, all of it.
Dude, could you? What if? Never mind.
He goes full Superman. It doesn't even matter anymore. He's totally cured. Just whatever.
He's got a team holding him up. All of it.
But yeah.
R.I.P. to him. Last year.
They probably got him
Yeah.
like on
R.I.P.
the puppet thing where they got the strings on him.
Oh God.
Oh my God, Alvey.
Like a ventriloquist or whatever. No, that's like just a regular puppeteer.
Just like a puppeteer with the
Yeah.
with the
Oh.
cross.
He had a
It's like-
wife too for 30. One of them was 30 years. She took care of him for that long. He was supposed to live 2. Whenever he like got diagnosed with that disease,
Yeah.
lived to be like 50 more years. Pretty miraculous. But he also got pneumonia later in his life and had to he got into a coma and taken to the hospital. He was on a ventilator in a coma, and they were like, hey, we should probably plug him because otherwise he's not going to be able to do anything. He won't be able to talk. That's why he can't talk, because he could talk he could just, it would be really hard for him to speak, but he could talk. But he ended up getting pneumonia, went into a coma, and then she was like, you can't let this man die because he's Stephen Hawking. So he can't.
Yeah.
You can't let Stephen Hawking die. So
Got some weight behind
they
it.
ended up cutting out his vocal cord. He couldn't talk anymore, and then he had to get they ended up inventing that machine to let him talk, and he started using that with the American voice or whatever and all that.
That's
good stuff.
wild.
Yeah.
The machine's pretty dope.
So could he move his fingers? How did he make that thing?
Yeah.
work?
So I'm pretty sure that I think he had muscle movement, but he couldn't put weight on it. He could barely. It would take a lot to move anything. So he could probably move his little remote for his hand, but
But if it took a lot, how was he able to speak in sentences with that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's just
type
such
it out.
a
Yeah, I don't know.
crazy thing. Like, you could ask him any question, it's like already phrased out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm curious to look on.
New conspiracy by Alvey is that Hawking is faking it. I'm just messing.
It's not real.
It's not real. Don't listen to what they're saying. I'm just kidding. But what are you looking up?
How he did it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything really about that disease.
No.
Like, I just know he couldn't walk, and like there was like a scene where he like earlier he could like go up the stairs, but he would have to lay down on the stairs and like use his arms to push himself up, dude. It was so sad, and it was a sad movie too, because he had some wife, and then he gets like a nurse to sit at home, and he ends up marrying that nurse.
Oh God, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then they end up splitting. But dude, it's a good ending.
And he
because-
splits with the nurse too.
Yeah, she. Well,
Did he roll down
yeah,
the
They
steps?
do split. Yeah. But what?
Did he roll down the steps?
No.
Is that how he went down?
Do you think he went
They,
full?
they
like,
just threw some
forward?
cushions down and sent my man.
He just you got one of those like hover rounds. I'm talking about like or one of those like those things in your house where it just goes down like a elevator.
Yeah.
You know, like
An escalator?
Yeah. Eels.
Speaking about
It
disabilities.
was used. It uses to censor based off a muscle in his cheek.
Holy
Whoa.
shit! Oh my gosh.
That's way more intense than I'd ever think about.
Where are we? No. What is
listen to
happening?
some of the stuff he was talking about. So, one of his theories was like, this was the first person to apparently think of this. Was so when stars collapse, whatever, they make a black hole. You know, all that
Yeah.
jazz. He was talking about how like at the beginning of time, one of them explodes. So what happens is well, he also thought at the beginning because the answer the question he wanted to answer was how like the universe started, if there was a start.
Yeah.
And his original hypothesis was a black hole exploded and created the universe or something like
Right.
that, down to something that goes down to a black hole would collapse to a single point,
That's
which would be called a singularity,
yeah.
and then it would explode.
Nuts.
And then that would explode like a big bang, and that's what would
Yeah.
start it. And then at the end, then the universe would go back into a black hole with your star collapsing, and then restart again. See what I'm saying? Like it just like
Yeah.
and that's when he decided that there is no. That was another theory he had, because he decided that black holes had to have thermal radiation on the outside.
Yeah.
Because and that would mean they'd have to be losing mass, which would mean that it would have to be collapsing in on itself because it would lose mass. So then it would go in and just explode. It would be insane. And they say two black holes collapsing like in like a tenth of a second, it goes from like 1/3 the speed of light to like 2/3 the speed of light.
Wow.
How about that? Random facts for you.
He said, "How about that?"
Word
No,
to your mother.
It was a really good movie though. You should watch it. Really good review.
I got interested in One Strange Rock on Netflix, narrated by Will Smith. It blows my freaking mind.
So what kind of other stuff does that get into?
So it literally all it discusses is all the weird things on how the Earth came about, like the really strange things on how we
Yeah.
barely made it. So like it talks
Things that
about
had to happen for us to go.
yeah,
on
so it
to-
talks about like one of these things that happened is like the Earth absolutely needed water bad out of nowhere. Well, first it just talks about how like the meteor itself that hit Earth, how far it took off from in the first place, and how if it just landed even like 100
Was that
yards
the
to
one-
the right, it would have just hit water and none of that would have happened.
Yeah.
Is that the one that created the moon?
No, this is the one that like would have killed the dinosaurs.
Okay.
So when this happened, they talked about how perfectly it landed where it did land. So that itself was like miraculous. But then after that, it needed water to be able to like support life, because the things, these little, I can't remember what they're called that are in the water, but they pretty much produce all our oxygen for the most part.
Yeah.
Even today?
Yes. So for a
Damn.
good portion of it. So what we needed though, we needed like this little bit extra amount of water, and these like comets come flying out of nowhere that are huge and icy, and they hit and melt, and that was the water we needed apparently. Like seriously, that's like exactly how it happened for this
So
like
the
little bit of
comet
water.
just hit the earth, basically burn up a little bit, and then landed in his water.
It,
Is that what
it hit like icy as shit. It was like
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it was like a bunch of them, like, and they were huge, and they had like absolutely all the water we needed. 'Cause this is the same one that talks about like how people consider like the Amazon, the rainforest,
Yeah.
is like the lungs of the earth, but none of it leaves the rainforest. It's all used right
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they talk about how, I'm trying to think. It's like how many species there are here that actually like exist. Only exist due to the fact that we have plants that like reproduce through photosynthesis because we have to have a plant for something to eat it and then a predator to eat something smaller than it. So like all that has to work the way it works. And they were talking about like if we lose plants that do photosynthesis, we would lose this, so this animal wouldn't exist. And then just all this shit would happen. It's all fucked up.
It's kind of like if the bees were gone, right? Like
yeah, it just takes off on this big crazy trail, and then they just cover all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm trying to think of the last thing they talked about when I turned it off. I just turn it on when I'm ready to get my mind blown.
It's kind of like with the rainforest thing. That kind of makes me feel like it's weird to know how much stuff's in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's no way to really predict how that fucking shit goes. Like, wind just fucking comes and goes and fucking blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
What's crazy to me is I've been watching that the documentary about Morgan Freeman, and where he's trying to figure out, you know, everything about God and how these religions all work and everything. And it's just that's mind blowing in itself, because, you know, he's talking about studies where, you know, humanity needs to have something to believe in to act right and to do all these things right, because like they did this study on kids where they had them in this room and they had to take a dart and throw it behind their back and hit a dartboard, and whoever got the most points wins. And so the first time these kids went in there was nobody in there, and he just had a hidden camera and he was watching them, and every single one of those kids cheated. But then on the second run, same exact kids, he said, there is Princess whatever her name was in this chair, and she's watching, she's making sure that you're not cheating, and if you win, you get this good reward. And these kids, you know, not a single one cheated. Not a single one. And it's just mind-blowing to see that and then scale it up to everyone on Earth.
I mean, it's kind of like, it's also how you know you have if you know you have a consequence for doing wrong. It's kind of like,
right.
Oh, shit. Especially in the afterlife, like there's no escape from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like no matter where you go.
The weight of that, like on, you know, just thinking like, you know, if I fuck up here, I'm done forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you die and you're going to hell, but like at the same time, you sit there and you think about it, and it's just hard to see it. You know, like to believe in that,
grasp and like,
because
you know, all this other stuff.
there's somebody shows you something, and it's like, yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but like you can't really just still grab onto something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just a lot of organized religion looks to me like just people kind of almost following blindly. You know,
yes,
just going with the motions, and you know, you have a few that really are into it, but like just seeing that, and all these people were just, you know, going off of what this guy said because fuck it, he said it, and that's it.
Well, I feel like a lot of people also follow religions that they didn't even really read much about. They just know their parents were, so they're like, all right, I am.
Yeah,
that's like probably a lot of us right now, because I don't know of many people that I know of that have read the Quran or the Bible, whatever they study.
yeah.
Dr.
I think
Seuss.
Quran. It's like some giant.
I don't know, the Torah and whatever. There's other ones too, but I don't really know I don't know enough about any religion to even say I am one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
there's so many of them, and then like I've grown up like all my life I've been like Catholic.
But at the same time, like when you're looking at all of them, and it's not like you're sitting there like shopping for a religion, but like when you're trying to find something to believe in, it's hard to say, you know what, I'm going to be a Christian. But all of them are so different, so you don't know which one is, you know, the right one, in quotations, you know? Like,
and you got to do a lot of research to know which one's the one for you, too, and which one kind of meshes with your lifestyle and what you think's right or wrong.
Yeah.
But the thing is, too, is you don't have to have a religion, really. Like, people can say...
See, I don't think... That's my thing, is, like, you don't have to...
Right.
I think if it, like, really conforms to what you're already doing, that's cool. But, like, if you're just, like... doing your thing already, and if that doesn't fit any of that, keep rocking what you're doing.
Rocking what you're doing.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing I like the most is, like, I personally don't tie myself to anything, to any religion. I just, you know, I kind of believe, but I'm still waiting for something just to, you know.
I don't really have a political view
ass.
specifically either.
No, same. It's just kind of what I feel was, you know, right for my life. But
I like to just be open about basically anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listen to other people talk about what they believe in.
Dude.
Give them my little say.
Yeah, respect your adversaries.
Yeah.
Because the point is also, when it comes to that kind of stuff, nobody knows. That's what I get annoyed about. People that are so deep into theirs that you say what yours is, and they're like, what the hell? And it's like, well, what do you mean?
Right.
You believe some dude can make wine out of water? Like, just out of the palm of his hand? But
I hate that they, like, try and dispute yours, and there's, like...
Yeah.
Not saying that he didn't, because I just wasn't there.
That's the worst thing that I hate about it is when somebody, I grew up with a buddy. He was Seventh-day Adventist, and to a lot of people, that's very strange.
That's the religion of those guys that walked up on me on the.
And some of those.
I remember you talking about that.
Some of those people in there, like I'd go to church with him, and like they'd ask me like, what'd you grow up as? And I'd be like, I grew up as Baptist, but I really don't believe in anything. And they're just hounding me and like kind of telling me I'm wrong and just that stuff like that. I couldn't go with that. Like, are you kidding me? How are you gonna tell me?
Yeah, I always handle those pretty well.
Sometimes too, I think of so much like. Sometimes I'll just be sitting there driving or something like that. I'll think of something really weird about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever do that?
Yeah.
You're driving, thinking about something like,
When I'm driving, my mind goes crazy. Man.
Especially when you see all the shit that happens, all the shit that you can calculate in the world and shit like that, and you're like, that's like that. Like
He said that's like that.
There's a ton of shit that you just know how it works, so you can just calculate it with these kind of equations, all this different shit. That's really weird.
That's what another thing they talk about on One Strange Rock. That's what I don't know why this just hit me like that. Was like. That's what it was. When you were talking about the moon, that's why. When he was talking about how like the moon itself got created, that was like another collision. And so that sent the Earth itself spinning based on that collision. But the moon itself caused the tides in the ocean. So that like kind of like caught us and slowed us down into the spin we're at now. So we were doing like this.
Moon
and then the tide just like brought us like now we're in the steady where we're at because of like it's and the exact tilt we have, what'd you say, it's like 23 and a half?
It's 23 and a half, yeah.
23 and a half degrees.
Close to that.
You know what's crazy to me is that we're spinning so fucking fast.
Yeah, what Jerry said, 1,000 miles an hour.
And like I'm holding up a water bottle and it's not moving. That's just something so crazy.
Yeah, you see a cloud moving and it's partially because you're spinning, not because the cloud's moving across you.
That's nuts.
The sun's sitting in mostly. And it's also crazy that the sun's sitting in the same spot, but the sun also is revolving around or like orbiting around something, which is even crazier. What's it orbiting around? The moon, the Milky Way galaxy is just going all kinds of shit. You're just flying around everywhere. It's just crazy as shit.
You know what's crazy to me? And this is pretty far off topic.
He said this is totally out.
He said, ladies and gentlemen, take a right turn.
This is pretty far. Last night I went to Taco Bell, and there was a guy there that had one arm.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of fucking use do you have at a Taco Bell with one arm?
Oh, he was working at the Taco Bell.
He was working at the Taco Bell.
I could think of a lot of things.
The only job you can have is to hand people drinks, and that was his job.
He could hand people drinks. He could hand people their bags. He could drop the shit in the fucking titty shit, and he could work the cashier perfectly.
Not really.
Yes, he could.
How?
Because he's going to hand me the change first. He's going to hand me the money. Then he's going to hand me the receipt.
Hey,
I went to the movies one time, and there was this guy that had like a kind of messed up arm, and that was, but his other one was like worse, I think. So like he would take it with the messed up arm, and he could split my movie ticket in half, and I can barely do that with my regular. Yeah,
but that's practice. But this guy like
that's also 2 arms.
He's we're talking about practice.
This guy only has one. You get like, what if you're counting?
No, I'm talking about he had one messed up arm, grabbed my movie ticket, and could split it perfectly with the perforated. I could never even do it with my hand. I'd like fuck it all up, and I'd be like when I go to hand it to the person.
Well, I mean, he does that every day. This guy.
Hey, watch it.
I mean, okay.
Watch it.
This guy, dude, for real. Like, how can you roll a burrito with one hand? That's a 2-handed job.
Could make the tacos. There's no rolling involved.
I don't think I'm really making fun of the man. I think I'm really just.
Hey, I'm trying to be realistic here.
It's wowing,
My biggest problem is if he has to get out dollar bills and coins. That's tough.
Yeah, because how you can't cup it and hold a bill at the same time.
I just said this. Look, you would grab the change. You lay it on a flat surface like this. You'd grab it and he'd hand you the change first, and then he'd grab you if there were like dollar parts of it, he'd hand you the dollars, and then he'd grab your receipt and hand you it as well. I'm not saying it would be great.
Opening the window, because there's usually a latch.
Those are different people. I'm saying he'd be on the inside, standing there doing that part, not on headset.
I understand, but like the window automatically closes, so he's got to open the window to give you your change back.
What window?
The window at a drive-through.
I'm talking about he works inside.
Okay, I'm talking about a drive-thru because that's where he fucking was.
Okay, you didn't say that.
Oh, I didn't really think I needed to. It's a Taco Bell.
Hey, I'm trying to justify the one-armed guy. Now you say he works at the drive-thru.
Yeah, he was in the drive-thru.
That changes the game, Alvey.
Yeah. Okay, well, I should have explained better, but still, it's a Taco Bell. Nobody really goes inside. Who goes inside of a fucking Taco Bell? Go through the drive-thru and keep it moving.
When the drive-thru's...
the drive-thru and it's long as shit and you still go through it, you're
stupid.
Yeah, because, well...
Yeah, you are just the weakest
especially
link.
the one here in
Shepherdsville's lit.
Because they had a bunch of fucking ragtags up there. The guy
God, now I want to go get Taco Bell.
Somebody with no teeth.
I'm probably gonna.
Yeah, that sounds hot. Or Bojangles.
Nah.
I'd rather get Zaxby's if I got Bojangles.
Ooh, yeah. Zaxby sounds way better.
I like that sweet Zaxby's. No, that's pretty good though.
I was gonna say something. I forgot. It was something Alvey was talking about.
Was
the
the Zaxby's
thing always reminds me of Coach Phelps. Every
I
time.
saw him.
I
How
haven't
long
seen
ago?
him probably since
He was running
high
at the.
school.
He was running at Planet Fit.
Really?
That dude could ball with one arm.
Dude, seriously,
What?
he'd be
Like
hitting
hoop.
his nub, and you're
That's
in the
nuts.
middle
Yeah,
school,
he'd be
you
like-
hate it.
You'd
You're in middle school like, ew.
like yeah, you'd be like, God, you didn't know what it was.
Because
Because I mean, it wasn't like super short, but it
It
wasn't
was like
like.
all fucked up. Like did it?
When
Was
he
it
wore,
like
like,
cut
a
off
shirt.
right below the elbow? Like where
He
you got,
usually
like, that
wore
weird
like
thing?
a shirt, so I mean, it wasn't like it was like all out most of the time.
If he wore a shirt, you couldn't see one of his arms at all. Like it was literally
Yeah.
like just a sleeve. There was nothing that came out of it.
You know what's gotta be hard is wheelchair basketball.
Definitely, yes.
Have you seen the Kanye where he scored like 93 points in a charity basketball? Have you seen that before?
Kanye?
Oh, I'm about to pull this up.
I
You
could
never
have dropped
heard
220 probably.
In wheelchair
Kanye
basketball though?
Yes, dude. He went and played in a wheelchair basketball league. And
Oh,
and-
Kanye played in a wheelchair basketball league?
Yes, he played in the game, and dude, he played without. He didn't play in a wheelchair. He played.
What is
Against wheelchair basketball people?
No fucking
Well,
way.
this is snow. Let me see if this is true. It says, did Kanye West score 106 points against a wheelchair basketball team?
Was it him against like all five?
I don't know.
He said, this
Really?
is Snopes.
Oh, wait.
Please tell me he wasn't in a wheelchair. Please,
Posting,
God. tell me.
posting that rapper Kanye West had scored 106 points in a charity basketball game against a team of children in wheelchairs. The charity basketball game didn't go exactly as planned yesterday.
What a fucking
Okay.
achievement.
The game was a PR move intended to smooth over the controversy that erupted this week between Kanye and his disabled community. At one of his concerts recently, West repeatedly asked wheelchair fans to stand and refused to.
What a dick.
Kanye would do that too. He'd be like, "Yo, man, stand up! I'm not doing this concert no more. Respect me. I'm Kanye. I'm God." That would be Kanye too. He refused to apologize for his mistake afterwards. The basketball wheelchair charity for cancer event pitted disabled middle school children against Kanye and his entourage.
Imagine being that guy at a charity event.
He's a douche, and this is real.
Oh my God.
He said, all right, it was great. Everybody stand up. We had a great time. Oh, fuck,
Never
y'all
mind, it
can't
was
stand
purely,
up.
apparently it says they're purely fictional.
Okay.
Okay, thank God. But that would have been
Oh my
real.
God.
And that is such a Kanye. That's like the Onion kind of thing right there. It's such a Kanye thing to do too.
Dude, I thought that was
God.
real. Dude, my head hurts.
Because I hadn't heard that a long time. That was a long time ago too.
I
That's
didn't
like
know
10
what
years
you were
ago.
talking about.
Dude, seriously, it's hilarious.
That's nuts.
Dude, I thought he was like in there shitting on like some people, like real bad.
Yeah, 206 He scored more than Wilt. He sounded better than Wilt.
Yeah, no, I mean, God.
It's basically like Wilt playing in the 60s.
Dude.
6 foot fucking
Nuts.
10 with a
Yeah,
That would be a
radius
crazy
muscles.
night.
What?
That would be a crazy. Dude, could you
Oh,
imagine?
106 points.
Yeah. You. How many? So how many points were scored total in that game?
Like I don't know. It just said Kanye West scores 106.
No,
points.
not Kanye. I'm talking about Wilt's game.
Oh, how many total points?
Yeah,
Let me look it up.
because I'm wondering if anybody else really touched that motherfucker, the ball.
You know,
Dylan in his language, everybody.
Yeah, I know.
He's got to drop a penny into the swear jar.
Oh God.
Let me look at
jar's
the
in my pocket.
box.
I'm trying to watch it.
I'm trying to get into cuss.
Will Chamberlain for the Philadelphia Warriors in a 169-147 win over the New York Knicks on March 2nd, 1962 at a Hershey Sports Arena in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Sounds like it was
This
a
is on,
dogfight.
this
for
is
a
on
little bit.
Wikipedia, so take it as you will, ladies and gentlemen. This is a
Yeah, that's probably some fake
See,
shit.
Hershey,
fuck anybody
Pennsylvania's
that
real.
says Wikipedia ain't real.
Well, duh, but
Hey,
I'm saying,
bitch.
Wikipedia is fucking.
Told you, I could do it.
I gotta find this box score.
You dick.
Here it is. So Will had 100, and then his
Damn.
next 4 other teammates scored in double digits. Everybody scored. 5 starters scored in double digits. The next person to score had 9.
Nice.
They went 3,
Animal.
6, 9 deep. Shut up, you fuckers.
That sounds like a shitty boy band.
He said
369 deep.
9-inch nails.
That's just what he says. They went 3, 6, 9 deep. Ladies and gentlemen, they went 3-6-9 deep. Like the weather.
Dude, this dude had 11 points, 20 assists, and 7 boards.
Ooh.
He was just
Damn.
feeding fucking Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, that's what I'd be.
And
Here,
Wilt
bro.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Here. He'd be like, wait, but no. I'd be like, no, here.
Wilt had 25 boards and played the entire game.
Said, you got it, dog.
They said he averaged against Bill Russell 29 and 25.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, he I swear there was a story that I think it was some Gus Johnson, I can't remember his name, but he's some big ass like 6'6" buff ass dude went to dunk on Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain blocked it and grabbed the ball and the guy broke his arm from how hard he blocked his shot. Like, dude, it's seriously like he was a strong. They said he could bench that fuck done too.
Oh my god!
And being 7 foot tall and benching that much is insane.
That's crazy because when I was in high school, we had this fucking really tall kid on our baseball team, and he was like 6'6". He wasn't even really that tall, but I'm short as fuck, so it's tall to me. And he always bitched that he couldn't bench press because he was too fucking tall. It just never made sense to me.
Well, his arms are
Fuck
long.
that guy.
I mean, it doesn't help, but it's not like other people do it taller than him. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Well, how tall is he?
You said 6'6".
6'6".
Yeah, 6'6" is a little bit. Yeah.
That's not that fucking.
He's barely
tall,
got.
no.
I mean, he's probably. I don't know,
You
but
can
he's probably got a
definitely
little
work your way up. You can do.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He was
That's what I'm saying.
We called him Gumby. If you know what Gumby is, like,
I
he
know
was
Gumby.
tall and skinny, you know.
Yeah.
But still, you can't bench press. Quit being a bitch.
Gumby puts me in nostalgia. Gumby's an old thing right there.
Oh yeah, that's
Like the original Robot Chicken.
that same fucking kid I streaked a pep rally with, and like it was like the flick of a switch. We instantly, everybody in the school fucking loved us. Crazy.
What do you mean?
All right, so what happened was it was after football practice, and he was just watching the Powder Puff game, and the athletic director, not the athletic director, the athletic trainer, she came up to us and was like, "Hey, I'll give you $20 if you run across this field with your shirt off. $20 is $20. I'll do a lot."
So,
for $20.
ladies and gentlemen, I love Subway.
And so it was a short, fat kid, shirtless, and a tall, skinny white kid running across about 100 yards, like 120 yards. It was a pretty big football field. You know, they're all the same, but. And I was pretty fucked up about it, out of breath. I thought I was dying. It was a stretch, and I was running pretty quick too.
Yeah, all that adrenaline pumping. Then you got done. You were all winded.
Oh yeah, dude, I was. Whew.
Yeah.
And then I had to wait to walk back because I left my shirt with the trainer.
Yeah.
So I had to walk back shirtless, and then I got a pretty good standing ovation.
I
mean, it was.
I bet you did, dude.
You're just
For
like,
real.
Yeah,
I would
like
say
it was.
hell yeah,
it was a
brother.
crazy feeling. But then, dude, the next day, like the principal came up to us and was like, "You should do it at the pep rally."
You're gonna pay.
And we literally like painted each other up in the bathroom, and like we were playing Valley. It was our homecoming game, and and just I remember like being in the locker room and I was sweating because I'm fat and
Yeah.
I was like freaking out at the same time. And so like I'm sitting there and like he's fanning me and like I'm trying to hype us up. And like dude, no shit. Like I smack him on his back and he smacks me like, "Yo, let's go!" And like we go running out in the hall. And like the dance team hadn't even went out yet. Like we're supposed to go like maybe 20 minutes after them, and like we're just kind of awkwardly standing there in the hallway.
Let's go.
And this chick rubs up against me and gets blue paint all over her arm. Freaks out. She freaked the fuck out on me. And I was like, I mean, I didn't really do anything. You bumped into me. And she was like, "Well, you're shirtless and you got fucking body paint over you." And I was like, I mean, but you bumped into me. I didn't really have anything else to say to her. So we go back in the locker room. And we kind of get our cue to go. And so we take off out those doors. And, dude, it was the craziest moment of my life. Like, just, a couple thousand kids just sitting there fucking losing their minds. Because
he said, my nipples are flopping around.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Dude, I would lose my mind.
I was so scared I was going to fall.
It would have been so dope just run out there shirtless like that. Just fucking.
Dude, it's just and, like, we had whistles and, like, an air horn and then, we were shirtless, so people were losing their shit. And afterward, like, everyone knew me.
He said, everyone knew
And
me.
they were like, "It's the shirtless fat kid." And I was like, I mean, Alvey works, but okay.
He said, yeah, everyone else calls me Alvey.
Usually I'll be like, I guess I'll go about that.
Please.
It was crazy. And then it became a thing that almost happened at every pep rally. And then we kind of got burnt out on it, and I retired. And I actually got a couple texts this year. I just graduated last year. And they were like asking me to do a comeback. Me and old Gentry come back and take a lap.
Are you gonna? Please
Fuck
do.
no.
You know,
Please
dude,
do.
I miss like we used to do this like do you remember the bull thing we used to do at the basketball games? Our red zone was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We would like
we would
charge and run around these people's school.
Oh my god.
So this dude would get up in front of the whole, like our whole student section, act like a bull, and then charge. Our whole student section would leave and follow him.
my
We'd all
God.
run out of the gym, run all the way
Around the
around,
school, dude.
and then go back into our seats, file back in. It was hilarious.
Was it Colin that when that one girl got ran over?
Yeah, dude, this girl fell and ate shit, right? Like fell.
Dude, it was in Valley. It was like the regional tournament
Yeah.
for one of our
Yes.
school years, whichever one.
This was probably, I think this was senior year. We were running, bro.
No,
this
Colin
was
there.
yeah,
probably
so junior
or
year,
sophomore,
junior
was it?
year.
Yeah.
So we were running. This
Yeah.
girl fell and did like that scorpion shit, kind of like so, because she was no, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like it wasn't
No,
like
it was
super
hilarious.
crazy, but she was running fast. So I mean, like it was like
Oh
Colin?
my god.
I didn't know what to do, so I kind of just jumped over and kept running.
You stepped on her.
Colin
I'm
goes-
not hearing it.
Colin points at her, and dude starts fucking calling this bitch out. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she fucking fell!" Like fucking
Imagine
yelling
Colin
at this girl.
Keg running past her, just going, "You fucking idiot!"
Yeah,
It's Keg,
fucking
too.
screaming at this girl that just fucking busted her ass. Like fucking, oh my god. But then we all ran back around. Everybody's seats were all jumbled up and shit.
Dude,
Oh my god.
But dude,
It was
our red
awesome.
zone.
That's crazy.
I do miss those days. Those are great days.
We did it at Bullet Central one time too. That was fun. I think that's where it was that time actually.
May have been, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Bullet Central.
I think it was. No, I'm not gonna say I know.
I think it was because that had a good path, but it was a long running path.
Yeah.
But this girl ate it, dude.
Why do we have people like Keg that will call her out? And
Gotta let her know how it is.
We
you
need
gotta
someone
have those
to-
people in this.
No,
world.
it was honestly hilarious. But that I missed the red zone. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna act like I was there all the time. But like that year when we were doing good in basketball, and then like a year after, and then I did a little bit of football. That was fun.
A lot
Imagine.
of good games too. We had to go to. Also, anybody wants to know? Tyler Sharp plays tonight for the Northern Kentucky Norse for their.
Norse.
Pretty sure it's a championship for their conference tournament.
Wow.
It's not a championship; it's a semifinal.
He said if not, it's the semis. Okay.
Wow.
Thought I interrupted that. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude. High school days were pretty dope, but like when you're red zoning for a team that just fucking sucks. Like our basketball team, dude, was garbage, and I can't say much about our football team when I was playing either. We were pretty bad too, but you know, you kind of have some pride.
Yeah,
for
I don't know.
yourself,
Our
but
football team wasn't all super great, but
No.
basketball was kind of cool.
It's kind of hard just to
Basketball's
go to a
always good.
game and try to like hype yourself up, and you know, like you're playing a team that's just gonna smack the shit.
That's what it's like
Out
being a
of y'all.
Bengals fan.
And that, yeah, that's what it's like being a Lions fan. Imagine my fucking life. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, we haven't been in the playoffs since I was fucking born.
Oh, really? Yeah, you got me there.
You haven't. A Dalton year, but he lost. Or Karen, whichever
Yeah.
one you went to playoffs, but then y'all lost. You haven't won though.
No, we have not had a playoff win.
That's what I mean. Yeah, win.
Since, yeah.
Yeah, it's cold where white guys play.
What
And
did
have
you
nothing
say?
else to say.
I had to say something, y'all. You know that silence thing we talked
It
about
just
earlier?
seemed-
Well,
Yeah.
and those were wild card games.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
that's
don't
right,
mean shit.
I can't wait to see Lamar next season. I wonder what he's
I
gonna do.
know.
Yes.
Second year. That's gonna be pretty fun to watch. Seriously.
Yeah.
Have they added anybody? Who was their running back?
Oh, damn, that's a great question. I can't remember his name. I'm looking up. I have a computer right in front of me. Dang, what is it? Or running back.
Oh,
I don't
shout
know,
out to JJ Weaver that just committed to and signed to UK.
Kenneth Dixon and Javorius Allen. I think Javorius Allen was the main one in their depth chart, but they have a receiver really. As I pull up the depth chart, now.
Yikes. He said as I pull up the depth chart. I honestly don't know.
The tight ends Nick Boyle, hell yeah. Lamar Jackson, Gus Edwards is the running back. Kenneth Dixon, Ty Montgomery, Michael Crabtree, John Brown. Their receivers are okay, but dude, that's not very good.
Crabtree's kind of old.
Yeah. Willie Snead,
Oh, well, I said. No.
Mark Anthony, Willie Snead, Chris Moore, Jordan Lasley.
Yeah, I don't know. You lost me already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just a bunch of random people.
I haven't been watching a ton of NFL. It's hard right now. I can watch pro basketball all day, but NFL,
What about that new league they just started?
XFL
Maybe.
or the AFL?
AFL,
There's arena
the
football?
American Football
Or
League.
is it American Football League? Okay.
Yeah, we had a guy that went to Moore, Mikhail McKay, that plays in that, and he seems to be doing pretty well. But like, it's just really not a nobody watches.
That's the one
shit.
where that
It's
dude
like,
had that backward pass.
Yeah, it's like all in Texas though. Like all the teams seem to be in Texas, I think.
Louisville used to have an arena football team. Louisville
Oh
Fire.
yeah, oh yeah, that was dope.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
actually
where it was at that Papa John's Stadium. I
Yeah,
think.
impressed with how I thought
it was
that
at Freedom Hall, wasn't it?
I thought it was at that Papa John's. Well, that's where the fucking big giant sign was. You don't remember that sign though? That's how I
know
found
what
out
you're
about
talking
it. Yeah, it had like an axe. At first, I was like, "Is that for the fire department?" But I was
did
like,
too.
"Why was it there?" Yeah, no, it was for.
Louisville Fire Department tuning in at 8 Monday against the Matt Washington Police Department.
That'd be kind of cool.
You know they got a police softball league. Hey, slow pitch softball is the shit. You just go out there and like
Hit
especially
dingers.
all day, and
Yeah, no, I
especially
can't
because
hit
these
shit.
people are like fucked up. Like everybody's drunk as shit, and I'm underage, so I can't even drink at them, and I'm just outperforming, wowing myself, and then I leave the game and realize that it was really just a performance against a bunch of drunk people that can't even barely stand.
Imagine having cops in a football game, and then they all just get CTE. They all just get fucked, and they're like, "Damn, that guy is this guy? Is it this guy? Is this guy's pot or ours?"
God,
Is
is this
the
Oh my god.
That's all, folks.
Hey, were samurais and ninjas the same thing?
What the fuck, Alvey? What are you talking about?
I've been having this question on me for a
Okay,
while.
samurais and ninjas.
And were they willingly going into it, and did they get paid?
No, I thought samurais were a lot older than ninjas.
Let's look at the definition of. Let's look up samurais. Versus
Well, you look up samurai, I'll look up ninja.
samurai versus.
And I'll look up the pay scale. How much
Okay.
ninjas get paid?
One of the major differences between the samurai and the ninja is who they exactly are. Samurai were warriors that belonged to the noble classes of ancient Japanese society.
Ninjas 15th century.
And ninjas were often mercenary spies and assassins and would often belong to the lower classes of Asian Japanese society.
Early estimates say they made about $500,000 a month. Oh,
Who?
no, that's the wrong thing. That's
Oh,
about the
like what?
ninja guy that does the Fortnite and shit.
Oh my god, Alvey.
Damn it.
Alvey, you are the best person ever. You said, damn, that's that guy on Fortnite.
Fuck that
Wonder how
game.
good samurai is at Fortnite.
Ooh.
But, yeah, I don't really want to read this article right here because this is a lot.
You know, dude. So like, I'm gonna jump. I'm jumping around a lot.
Do
But,
it. Pull the trigger.
That's
okay,
cool.
so
I'll go ahead and just expedite this right now.
you know what's crazy? So I just started at Mazer, and like I'm going into people's houses and just seeing how people live and like all these different kinds of people is crazy. Like we went into this one woman's house, and we walked in, and she greets us, and she goes, "Hey guys, listen. There's listening devices around this house. I don't know who put them in here, but they're listening to me." Being so fucking serious. And
Dude,
we were
could
there.
you imagine that? That would freak
Yeah,
me
dude,
out.
like-
Dude, my dad's this lady he used to do real estate for thinks that she thinks people are like listening to her on her phone, and anytime she sees like a helicopter and shit, she's always tripping.
That's no, that like how? Oh my god! How do you even think like you're that?
I don't
important?
fucking know.
Like,
That's what I said. That's what Dad told her that too. She was like, "How the fuck? How do you think anybody cares about your houses that much, lady?"
right, dude.
Do you
No
think
one
that?
gives a fuck?
Do you think that you're being listened to on your phone at all times?
Yes,
I mean, yeah, but I feel like
I think it's picking up like I don't think it's somebody with a fucking headphones on. Like, what is this guy saying?
Do you think if you say keywords that it would pick it up? Do you
That's
think, like,
exactly what I was
okay.
about to lead to.
See, yeah, I wonder if it like, yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, that's I guess just what comes with it. I mean, of course they're gonna do that.
Like when you hang up a phone call and you get an ad on the Instagram that was something you were talking to on the phone and haven't said it anywhere else.
That's crazy to me.
I've never had that happen to me.
I've
had it
had
happen
people
to
tell
me.
me that's happened to them before. Yeah, I've had something like that.
I've had me look up something like, and it come up in different places, but I feel like it has a lot more to do with like Google.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because like I'll look up something on there and I'll see like an ad about it on my phone. I'm like, that's kind of weird, but I've got like Google linked and YouTube linked and that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And it's weird too that it comes up on your Twitter and Instagram if you got it on Google. Like it's like all those are going intertwined. What's up with that?
Oh yeah.
I kind of one of the last things we talked about was what Dylan was talking about earlier too, the Area 51 thing.
Horseshit. No, I just think it's stupid that we have places we can't go, but they're like, trust us.
Or even know about. We can't
Yeah.
even you can't let the public know. That makes no sense. It's a closed society information.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
like it
pretty
literally is.
strange.
And you can't tell anyone outside of it apparently.
like they're listening to all us or everything we say, so like we can't hear anything, but they get to hear everything.
Imagine how much important people are getting listened to.
Who knows?
Like people that are in the FBI, they're like, "Hey, we gotta make sure you're not saying shit. So here's a wiretap at all times. We got somebody listen to you. Have fun." I mean, I wonder if that's real or if that's not a thing. Like top FBI officials.
See, and I want to think that it would probably be real because I just want to think that people are like want to take any precaution that they could.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to think that people would be realistic, but I just really don't know.
Yeah.
Well, then like you got like the government shutdown thing. We got TSA not working. That's another thing. That's the same thing. Like you can't just have people just fucking going through the airport.
No, it's. But the rest of that story was the crazy part is we snaked this lady's, her sewer. We're up on our roof going through the stack, snaking her sewer.
You snaked your stack.
Yeah, dude. And dude, I get off the ladder and I'm going inside the house to check around to run some water and make sure we're draining now. And I walk in the back door and I, go through her kitchen and walk into the living room and I look over and she's in a dining room table chair in the middle of her living room, like trimming a fake plant. Like had scissors.
We love plants.
Like trimming a fake plant. Like this bitch was crazy.
What happens is you cut it off and then in 3 months you glue it back on because you're nuts and go, oh, it grew back. and then you cut it off again. What? Yeah. Sure.
Crazy.
Also, in case anybody doesn't know, if you it's legal. So if you've never done CBD, it's pretty good. I'll give my positive review on it. I've tried the little CBD vape. Pretty solid. Gives you a little body feels nice. No more THC in it, so good stuff.
Yeah.
But Alvey, what are you gonna do? What's your goals? What's your goals rest of the year? What do you make any goals this year for your New Year's or anything? I butchered that sentence. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Did your goals make any year's news?
I didn't really make any New Year's goals,
I didn't either.
That's just kind of
not exactly.
That's kind of like a fuck thing to me. But like, of course, I have goals that are wanting to be achieved.
Well, what are they?
Oh, what are they? Well, I want to get my journeyman's license. I want to buy a boat. I want to catch somewhere around a 10-pound.
Take it back. What kind of boat? You want a bass boat?
That's.
Or do you want like a pontoon, like a boat you can chill on?
Fuck a pontoon.
Fuck you.
Either a bass boat or a wake boat, because I like to wakeboard too. Yeah, it sounds pretty gay, but hey,
no, I'm just saying. No, that's probably fun.
It's pretty lit, but when you're first learning,
but I really like to fish.
I want to go to the lake this summer.
Fucking
do you like to fish?
I have to just go to the lake.
Dude,
okay,
me and B-Rock are about to go fishing. And it's
really?
Dope.
Bitch.
So his mom made up a plan that we're going to catch a bunch of crappie, and she's going to fry them up.
That's crazy.
Dude, me and Connor caught a bunch of catfish, and we fried them up.
Yeah.
We skinned the bastards and did all that shit.
Think about it, I would fish.
Dude, fishing's dope. Like, sometimes it gets boring, especially if you're catfishing somewhere that's not that dope.
You get boring.
But, like...
See, you can have a lot more fun when you're fishing now because like you're adults at this point, so you can do whatever you really want while you fish.
Right.
So, I mean, at this point, I enjoy fishing a lot. You can do literally anything you want while you're fishing.
You and me going fishing in the dark. That's gonna be us in the lake.
It's not really good.
But no, like for me specifically, like I always like would pop a headphone in and like listen to a little bit of music or play music real quiet on like a speaker.
Yeah.
And then like seriously, I'm cool with nothing. I used to like say like when my parents would want to go to the beach, I'd be like, I don't want to just sit there. That's boring. Now I would kill to just sit somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's
same. Just
different how your life was from then and now. Like now it's everything you're moving.
Yeah.
Everything's fast paced. Like it's just crazy. Like it feels like yesterday we just hit 2019. Now it's March.
Time seriously just flies by.
I'm cool with it.
Faster as what time?
For right now.
My thing is like, so I work with this plumber. Her name's Christina, and she's a big health nut, and she tries to like push health on me, and like I can't. How many times like have to say to her like in the literal meaning of it, like I'm not here to do that stuff, stupid shit. I'm here for a good time. I'm not here to hate my life and eat terrible food.
Hey, you were about it for a long time,
dude. I want to die at 65. Anything past that is shitty.
Are you sure?
Positive.
When you get to 64, you're gonna go, damn, wish I had longer.
You wish.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I can see that though. I know what you mean though.
I've been making a slight transition, but I'm not like super health or anything. But yeah,
I feel also if you take care of yourself at the beginning, 65 past them won't suck. If you keep your body in shape and keep your body.
See, I think it's horseshit. Have you seen Shane McMahon? That dude is 65 and shredded. No, he's 73 and shredded.
You mean Vince McMahon?
Shane McMahon, yeah.
Oh,
Vince
his
McMahon.
son's 70. How old
No.
is Vince?
Vince McMahon is, and he's shredded.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then like Sylvester Stallone, he's still fucking huge.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, actually he's pretty bad, but Mike Tyson at 52 was insane.
Mike Tyson would still fuck anybody's shit though.
Yeah, he'll rock your shit up.
Would you? How much money would it take for you to take one hit from Mike Tyson straight to the fucking jaw?
Money?
Money.
Yeah, I don't think I'd let you pay me. I don't think I could do it. I mean, it would have to be millions, yeah, because it would be intense. Like it'd break your jaw.
It could maybe kill you. It can maybe break your jaw for good.
It'd fuck you up.
It actually probably would break your jaw for good. Does he have a glove or bare knuckle?
Bare knuckle.
Do I get a mouthpiece?
No.
Bitch.
No, you don't need a mouthpiece.
Why, what do you mean I don't need a mouthpiece? Why would I not need a mouthpiece?
Because, fuck it.
So you think I'm not going to lose a tooth from a punch from Mike Tyson?
Oh, I 100% believe you're going to lose a tooth, but fuck it.
Do you think I'm going to lose one with a mouthpiece?
Yes.
So with a mouthpiece won't protect my teeth, you say?
I'm saying, no, of course, you're taking it out of context. Of course, I'm saying a mouthpiece would fucking protect your mouth.
No, see, I don't know if no, I'm not saying take out of context, because I think a mouthpiece could potentially you could still, for Mike Tyson, I could see the mouthpiece still bending your fucking teeth.
But like I'm saying, like that's what I'm saying is like, of course, it's still gonna fuck you up even with a mouthpiece.
Yeah, I'm fully agreeing with you for saying that.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? Like, oh my god,
it could still fuck you up.
The amount of like, just imagine getting hit by that man in the face.
Yeah, it's just
like,
it's just rubber. You could still,
I don't know. This magazine was recent though.
God damn.
Yeah, Vince McMahon is massive. He is jacked.
Yeah, he's in his 70s.
It's called steroids, my boy.
And you gotta take care of yourself.
See,
seriously.
so this was like probably 3 years ago.
He's like what, 68?
That was 69 right there.
We can only hope to look like that when we're 30.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or ever. You have to eat a lot. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, but we're about an hour and 11 minutes in. You want to talk about, like I said, we're about an hour and 11 minutes and 34 seconds.
Is that right?
And we're cutting it out at an hour and 12.
Yeah. So, Alvey, you got anything you want to say last bit? I'm just kidding. Anything you want to talk about before we cut this off? Not cut it off right now.
Right.
But like any subjects left you want to talk about?
Not really. I just got a new dog. He's pretty dope.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a blue pit bull. And me and my girlfriend.
Was it expensive?
No, he was $350.
That's not bad.
But the only thing is, like, so we got him. Taylor found him at the at like a feeder supply, and she was texting me while I was at work, and I was like, I mean, I don't know, we're in an apartment, like, I don't know the quality of life that dog would have.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to like, put this living animal through some shit.
That's why I want to get an English bulldog.
But at the same time, like, I got a pretty solid size apartment. Not trying to sound like a dick, but like.
Right.
And so
if you take it out and run it too and walk it,
dude, he's got a ton of energy.
Yeah.
And all we do all day is just play with him. She loves him. Like honestly, I think it took like our relationship to another step.
That's what,
like it's just.
I want a dog so bad. I feel like it just makes me so happy.
He's awesome. Like
dogs make me so happy in general.
He's awesome.
That's all they care about is being happy. They're always happy. It's awesome.
Dude, you come home and like he's just there and he's like, no, like there's people that are excited to see you, but like this guy he fucking lives.
That's what I'm saying. Like you come home and they're just like hello, and you're like, what's up?
Like, this guy's like he runs up, you're playing, like it's dope. Like it's just something crazy, man.
I have a great time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm jealous. So
I can't wait to get one when I get a house. House first, then dog.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get one I can run with too. So I'm gonna get one that'll run a lot. I'll be like, all right, cool, 2 miles, sure. Dog comes with me.
Yeah, I'm getting an English bulldog. Mine's gonna lay around and do nothing.
I don't want that. It's so obedient that it will run without a leash and not go off to anywhere else unless I let him.
That's kind of like that's the part we're struggling with because he's, we're 19 and 18, and I really don't know how to fucking train a dog. So like we're kind of winging it. So far, it's working, but like.
You got the internet, bro. You're gonna learn better than the person before you that bought a dog.
Probably. I've been going crazy on YouTube on it, and
that's fun,
dude. He's getting it down.
It's fun learning how to do it, and then getting them to actually do it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's funny watching them just do little stupid shit.
Yeah,
dogs are dope. We had a hamster die today. That was.
You had a hamster?
Yeah. Well, we had 2 of them. One we gave Timmy, and I think he kind of like killed himself in the tube. He got pretty fat and got stuck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He had a good run though.
So you still have that one?
Obviously didn't.
Yeah, we have the other one. He's gazpacho.
Do you actually hold it?
No. He bites me.
Really?
Yeah, he's a dick, dude.
See, like I want to get a
It's
hamster, and I used to have one, and it just didn't like me either.
He bites everyone though. Like, but like when we put him in the cage, like the little ball, he'll run around, and the dog plays with him, which is kind of fucked up because the dog throws him around a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know what happened a lot, but like,
He said it's happened though.
but it's happened. Like, you know, you can't watch him all the time.
It's impossible.
Like, you kidding me?
Can't give me that much responsibility.
But yeah, I mean, animals are cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I've got for this lovely Monday here in marriage.
Yeah, that's it for me too. Take it easy. Subscribe. Apple, Spotify. If you didn't tune into this, which obviously if you aren't tuning into this, you're not going to get on Spotify or Apple. But for future reference, you can get on Spotify or Apple. Thanks. But we'll see you, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week with Nathan Leslie. Anything else for you, Brian? Or not Brian, Alvey?
Nothing, man. Just get out there and hustle.
All right, keep hustling.
There we go.